Hello, welcome to Biostudy Pathshala after so many days, and I am Niranjana Sharkar with you. Hope that all you are safe and happy. And today would be the ecology part 8, and it would be the continuation of our previous ecology session. So let's see what are the today's topics. So today's topics are the population growth curves and their types, mainly exponential growth curve and the logistic growth curves. What kind of environmental factors may result this kind of growth pattern, and what are the features of this kind of growth curve, what are the equations and formulas we will see, and we will learn this one by one. So the environmental conditions may affect any kind of livelihood of any living organisms. So environmental factors have influence also on population growth pattern. If the environmental factors limit the population growth pattern, population will show logistic kind of growth pattern, and this kind of growth pattern show H-shaped or sigmoidal growth curve. And if the environmental factors are favorable, that means here environmental factors cannot limit the population growth type. Then the populations will show either geometric kind of growth curve or exponential kind of growth pattern. And these two kind of growth types will show J-shaped curve. So what is or what are the features of the exponential growth type? Here environmental factors do not limit the population growth type. That is why population will show maximum kind of growth pattern, and here population grow on either exponential basis or on geometric basis. These two kind of growth pattern are under the exponential growth type, and specifically for the exponential growth type, population will show intrinsic rate of increase, or it is also called as instantaneous rate of increase, which is denoted as R. And sometimes this intrinsic rate of increase may referred as either reproductive potential or the biotic potential. And this intrinsic rate of increase is the maximum number of the individuals which are produced by a female individuals at a time under no environmental limiting factors. So this biotic potential vary depending upon species. For example, if we consider of human can produce one individual at a time. It is more general. Lower vertebrates, for example rat or cat, they can produce almost 4 to 5 individuals at a time, and invertebrates many individuals at a time. So you can see that the biotic potential may vary depending upon species. And exponential growth shows J-shaped growth curve. We will see this graph on our next slide. So let's see. So this is the exponential growth curve. You can see that the population size, that is denoted as n, on the y-axis, while the t, that is the time, on x-axis, and we will obtain then a J-shaped growth curve. And the exponential growth curve or exponential growth pattern, the formula of this kind of growth type is dn dt equals to Rn. dn dt is the change of the population over time, which is the product value of the intrinsic rate of increase and the population size. And the intrinsic rate of increase, which is denoted as R, is the difference between the birth rate and the death rate. If we put this equation on the place of R, we will obtain that dn dt equals to b minus d into n. Here b equals to the birth rate per capita and d is the death rate per capita. Here two conditions are given, that is if R is positive and if R is negative. So we know that R equals to b minus d. So if R is positive, that means R is greater than 0. So we can consider it as that b minus t also greater than 0, as because r greater than 0. And if b minus t, that is the difference between birth rate and the death rate, is greater than 0, that means birth rate is greater than the death rate. And here the population will show a increasing kind of growth type. And if the intrinsic rate of increase is less than 0, that means b minus t also less than 0, and the birth rate will be less than the death rate. And here population will show a decreasing kind of growth curve. So what is the integration of the equation number 1 of our previous slide, that is the dn dt equals to Rn? If we integrate this formula, what we will obtain? Let's see. So first we will transfer this n to left hand side and dt on the right hand side. So dn by n equals to r dt, and we will integrate on both sides. The integration of the dn by n will obtain, that is ln n, and we will put the limit, that is lower limit equals to n0 and upper limit nt, and here the lower limit 0 and upper limit t. So we can write down this in this way, that n0 nt, and here would be rt, that is 0t. So ln nt by n0 equals to rt minus 0. Again we can write in this way, that nt equals by n0 equals to rt. We can write this formula in this way, that nt by n0 equals to e to the power rt, because if we want to omit the ln on one hand side, we can transform it is as the power of the exponential constant. So on our next step, we can write that the final population size would be the initial population size into e to the power rt. So this is the exponential growth curve formula. So logarithm of this formula can obtain that ln nt minus ln n0 equals to rt. As we know, that is ln x by y equals to ln x minus ln y. So if we put this equation on graph, we can obtain a straight line curve. Here n0 is the initial population size, while the nt equals to the final population size, r equals to the intrinsic rate of increase, and e is the exponential constant. So next is a question, that is, if intrinsic rate is higher, what would be the doubling time, or the doubling time is shorter? How we can prove this? We will see. So we know that nt equals to n0 e to the power rt. So doubling time, that means if I denoted as doubling time as td, after td the population will be 2n0, that means it would be the nt. So if we put this value on the position of nt, that means 2n0 equals to n0 e to the power rt. So here t means td. So e to the power rtd would be 2. Now we will operate ln on both the side. So we will obtain rtd equals to ln2. This is a constant number. So the doubling time, that is td, would be ln2 by r. So in our question, that is mentioned that if r is larger, that means ln2 by r. If the lower value is higher and upper value is constant, then the total value would be lower, and if the lower value, that is r, is less or is lower, then the total value would be higher. In our question, that is mentioned that the larger r, that means this condition, that means the doubling time would be shorter if the intrinsic rate of increase is higher. So it is proven. I hope you understand this. So next is geometric growth curve. It is one kind of exponential growth pattern, and here population show geometric growth rate, which is denoted as lambda, and it is the birth of individuals by a female individuals under no environmental limiting factors. And this kind of growth pattern can be shown by annually breeding species, for example butterfly, or lower invertebrates, for example insects, and some annual weeds, etc. And here the individuals or the populations show an increasement in a doubling basis. That means 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, and so on. And population grows in a constant basis. And here environmental factors cannot limit the population growth pattern. So we will see what is the formula of the geometric growth curve. So the geometric growth curve formula is nt equals to n0 into r naught to the power t. R naught is the net reproductive rate. That means the birth of the individuals by a female individual at a time under no environmental limiting factors. And nt is the final population size after t time, and t is the number of the generations. Here lambda, that is the geometric growth rate, is the ratio of the next population size upon its previous population size. So if we consider that n0 to n1 to n2 to n3 and so n5, and here lambda 0, lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3, sorry this would be 4. So lambda 0 would be n1 by n0, lambda 1 would be n2 by n1, and lambda 2 would be n3 by n2, while lambda 3 would be n4 by n3. So these are the geometric growth rate. So these are the geometric growth curve types. As you can see here, R naught, that is the net reproductive rate, is greater than 0 in this case. That means here B minus D also greater than 0. That means birth rate is greater than 0. When birth rate is greater than 0, the population show a increasing kind of growth pattern, and the population will be a positive or increasing kind of population. So the graph will be showing a positive exponential growth curve type. And if R not equal to 0, that means here B minus D equal to 0. That means birth rate is equal to death rate. Here the population will show neither increasing or neither addition nor deletion of individuals from the population. And the third case, that is the net reproductive rate when less than 0, that means here B minus D is less than 0, that means B less than the death rate. That means here birth rate is less than death rate. And in this case, population will show a decreasing kind of growth pattern. So next is the logistic growth type. This kind of growth pattern can be observed when environmental factors have a role to limit the population growth type. And here a new term, that is carrying capacity, is introduced, which is denoted as capital K, and it is the maximum numbers of the individuals which can be beared or supported by any particular environment, and as well as the environmental resources and timing. These environmental resources may be either space, some food, timing, etc. And here population can be either limited by abayotic factors as well as biotic factors. The abayotic factors here are the environmental limiting factors. For example, water, air, light, temperature, and so on. And the biotic factors are the predation, competition, mutualism. That means the relationship among the individuals. Either maybe it is intraspecific or interspecific relationship. And here population will show H-shaped growth curve type. So we will see what are the features of the logistic growth curve and what is the equation of this kind of growth pattern and what is the growth curve type. As you can see, it is almost S-type growth pattern. Logistic growth curve shows three kind of phases or three main phases in the whole curve. First is the establishment phase, from starting to almost this point. This point shows neither so much increasing nor so much decreasing of any population. That is why it is called as establishment phase. Here population shows a acclimatization with the environment, and after this point the population starts to divide exponentially, and that is why after this point the population starts a exponential phase up to this point. This is called as the exponential phase of any population, and after this point the population starts to stabilize itself, as because it almost approaches to its carrying capacity. And when the population approaches to its carrying capacity, it cannot show any addition nor also the deletion of the individuals of any population. So the population show a stabilizing kind of graph. That is why this is showing a H-shaped or the sigmoidal kind of growth pattern. The logistic growth curve shows this equation, that is the dn dt equals to Rn into k minus n by k. Here it should be k, that is the carrying capacity, and here this new term is introduced in if we suppose that it is a exponential growth pattern. So this term is known as the resource availability to the population at a specific time, and k minus n is the number of the individuals which is supported by the environment at a particular time. As we know, R is the intrinsic growth rate and K is the carrying capacity and N is the population. This is the graph of dndt versus N, and it is showing a bell-shaped growth pattern. dndt on the y-axis while the N, that is the population size, on the x-axis, and its highest limit, that is the carrying capacity, that is K. The population shows a increasing kind of growth pattern till the point k by 2, that is the half of the carrying capacity. That means it is the point, that is the k by 2, till that point the population shows almost an increasing kind of growth pattern, and in this point the population shows a highest growing pattern. That is why this point is known as the inflection point, and after reaching this point the population starts to decline and approaches to its carrying capacity, that is the K. So next question is, if the K, that is the carrying capacity, if much more higher than the N, that is the population size, what would be the population growth pattern? So first we will write down the formula of the logistic growth pattern, that is dn dt equals to Rn into k minus n by k. Here k is much more greater than n. That means n is negligible comparison to k. That means we can assume that n is almost 0. So if we assume that n is almost 0, that means k minus n almost k, and if we put this value to this equation, that means r into n into k by k. K minus n is k, and k by k equals to 1. So the dn dt would be Rn. That is the exponential growth curve formula. So if the population size is much more less than to its carrying capacity, then the population will show exponential kind of growth type. And if n almost approaches to its carrying capacity, that means here k minus n would be almost 0. So again, if we put this value to our logistic formula, that is the dn dt equals to Rn k minus n by k. Here k minus n, that is 0 by k, 0 by something is again 0, and 0 into something again 0. That means the change of the population over time would be 0. That means here population show neither increasement nor decreasement. That means population show a stabilized kind of growth pattern. So this is the comparison of the graph of the exponential growth pattern as well as the logistic growth curve. As you can see that exponential growth shows a J-shaped kind of growth pattern, while the logistic growth curve shows a sigmoidal growth pattern, and up to this point it is also showing a exponential kind of growth pattern, and after this point the population starts to stabilize itself, and the population growth rate is greatest up to the k by 2, that is the half of the carrying capacity. We have discussed already this, and if r is greater, then the population will reach at k, that is its carrying capacity, in faster way. So I hope this session is helpful for you, and thank you guys for supporting me. And if you suppose that this video is helpful for you, please give a like and share this with your family, friends, seniors, juniors, and subscribe this channel. And if you want to keep on update about this channel, you may follow this channel on Facebook as well as on Telegram. So thank you guys. Till then, be safe and be healthy.